Welcome back, YouTube. Today we're going to do a quick review of the Lego Hospital mock that I've been working on. So we'll just have a look at the front, which is pretty cool. So this set did start with the trip to the Lego store, and they had the white masonry bricks. So I was like, oh, I could build a hospital with those. I then went with this red and white sort of design. I started building it in pieces, like just bits and pieces here and there. I then ended up purchasing this set here, second hand on my local marketplace, cheap, just to use as a bit more of a base as well, to get the pop out windows, some signage and stuff like that. Something different that I've done this time, I've decided that I wasn't going to put sidewalls on it, because if it's in the city you don't see the sides anyway, but also where I've placed it, which I'll show you a little bit later, in the city means that this side's actually open all the time. So I think it's quite cool that people can see what's going on. Go around to the back view. So pretty boring as per most modulars. You can see there's a couple of windows for some rooms here, and then a few other bits and pieces. Down here there is a reversing in bay for an ambulance, so that they can drop patients off if they need to. Obviously it never gets used because potentially it's going to be up against other modulars. Also, we've got a quite detailed roof up on here. So the helicopter pad, an elevator. So all the elevators in the building line up, but they are just fake buildings. So yeah, the roof, I use road plates as well for a different sort of finish. You can see there's the back of the elevator. We're just using our imagination to pretend that there's an elevator shaft down the back. I think what we'll do is we will pop off the roof and go with the first floor to have a look in there. So we can start here. I made most of the stuff in here myself. So we've got operating room in there. Yeah, so the operating room in there, as I was saying. You can kind of see it's a nurse and a doctor. There's no one on the bed yet. Bit of a basin to wash your hands. Next door, just a bit of a storage closet for the janitor. Bit of cleaning gear in there. Still not finished. It's still a work in progress. Spare stretcher up on the wall, which is good. We spin it around. You can see the hallway. And there again is that, oops, I just broke the lift, but there's the lift shaft in there. So all of them kind of look like there is a lift there. It does form, it's got the little buttons for it on the thing. This side we haven't done a lot, so we've got off the other side of the hallway here is the over here is the operating room, and then the other janitor's cupboard, so then it opens into that hall where the elevator is. These two rooms are going to be just recovery rooms after that you've been in surgery. Kind of have a day wait in there. Just a stretcher sitting in there. We'll make some beds and everything for in there as well. So we left off that wall both sides for now. We'll just pop off the next floor and then we'll look at that. So the floor is off the next level. We've got two more rooms in there that we can see. So we look, we've got the beds that I've made. They're pretty basic, but I think they look quite good for a hospital bed. These are just two like day rooms, I guess, little computers and stuff, details in there. Flick it around, you can see that the elevator shaft is there again. Another hallway, we've got like seating in there as well. We can see people waiting. I will be tiling all the floors as funds allow at the moment. Only some, I bought a few tiles, but they didn't last. Maternity, there's a lady with her baby in that one recovering. A lot of that came from that base set that I bought. There's a bathroom. Oh, that guy's fallen over. Maybe he had too much to drink while he was at work. Alright, so we'll just yeah, have a look in the, there's more of the baby's room. You can see it's set for kids to play with, stuff like that. They bowled out around it, rounded windows look good, I think, on that. We'll pop off that next layer and look at the ground floor, eh? Alright, and so here's the ground floor we're looking at. So some of this room, or a lot of this, was made from 60330, that base set. It came with the MRI machine and some of the tiles in there on the floor. Again, we have the entry, which takes us, again, there's an elevator. We've got a skeleton on the wall there, it's just decorating the hospital. Small cafeteria. Just in there, which a lot of that was out of that base set as well. And then, as we looked at earlier, the ambulance bay. So they drive in and then they can unload patients straight into the elevator and take them where they need to go. The whole ground floor is built up, is raised on the base plate, just so that I could get the view there with the steps, or not the view, but get the steps and that going up into the hospital. One sign, I have got another sticker sheet. Potentially I'm going to make another sign for this side or double this one somehow. Just waiting on some other bits and pieces. So yeah, that's the ground floor. We'll put it all back together, have a little bit more at the outside of the view. You can see this one, when I take the floor off, that window actually stays because it was just easier to build it that way. Alrighty, you've got it back together. There was a bit of a drama, the front all fell apart, but we're back together now. So if we have a look up on the roof, we have a helicopter pad for an emergency cases. So I have got a helicopter that's going to fly in and land on here. Will be hanging from the ceiling. And then obviously they can take patients straight into the lift and then down to ED. So we'll go for another look. There's that first floor. Kids looking a bit nervous. Middle floor. And then the ground floor. It's kind of hard to see. Maybe I'll pop that off for a minute. You can see the entry down in there. There's all the brickwork as well in there, which is kind of good. I do like how it looks. As I said, it's still a work in progress. There's, as Lego always is, there's always something else we can do. I'm probably not going to get that back on with one hand. So what we'll do, we've had a look there, is I'll place it back in the city and I'll show you one of the reasons I left the walls off. Alright, back in the city. So as you can see, it is right by the door where I come into the Lego room. And so rather than having that horrible, just plain wall, I was like, let's have it open. Both sides are open, so if I had to move it. I mean, yeah, if I ever have to put sides on, it won't take long to do. We can just fill them in with panels. Or just, as we know, with most modulars, you know, you don't actually see those side walls when they're in a city. So yeah, to me, I think it looks pretty good. As I said, there is going to be helicopter hanging down here at some stage. It's a work in progress, but it's this one here. I'm just modifying the bottom of it slightly to make it look better. We do have another aircraft which is hanging there as well. I do want to add some more aircraft, but yeah, for now that's the hotel in the city. Sorry, the hospital in the city. I hope you liked it, and stay tuned for more modulars or mocks and city updates